should not be shared and used for purposes other than this. Copy of the data privacy law is also uploaded in our welcome kit, as you will see later during the homeroom orientation. All right. So those are the key principles that we have to bear in mind as parents, serving as learning facilitators to our children at home. I already see a lot of questions. Don't worry, we have Q&A later. But for now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our very hardworking principal, Miss Nina Carmela V. Almeda. How about a warm of applause for her? Let's use our reactions function. And
Hi,
even
good
function.
afternoon. Hi, everyone. Thank you. I see a lot of clapping hands in the reaction part of your tiles. Maraming salamat po. And again, hi, I am teacher Nina, or some students call me Miss Almeda. I am APDM's school principal. All right, so we know and we've learned about this. For this school year, we are on distance learning. So we've had our one-on-one tutorials already, as well as our dry run classes. And overall, we are very happy with how our students responded to our distance learning programs thus far. And we are optimistic that we will just improve as time goes on. So thank you very much to our parents for always being supportive and for helping, for assisting your children at home during these times. Yeah. So just to refresh our memories, we've had our workshops on this already. So our video conferencing tool for this school year is Zoom. So that is what we're using right now. And our chosen learning management system, or LMS, is Google Classroom. All right. So I hope that everyone has been able to access your Google Suite email addresses. So if not, or if you've encountered any difficulty signing in your Google Suite addresses, please let us know so we can address the concerns. All right. So we will be using your children's Google Suite email addresses. Ito po yung pangalan ng bata at apdmphilippines.com. That is your Google Suite email address. So please log in if you haven't yet, as we're going to use this in joining our Google Classrooms. Next, okay, so for this school year, both synchronous and asynchronous students will be having check-ins with their teachers. We will be having frequent check-ins with our students. So, pwede po tayong pumili which mode of communication we prefer. So, these may be the possible options. So, you can choose to communicate with your advisors through email, through Viber messages, text messages, chat, or sa messenger po. If you prefer to receive phone calls from your advisors, that is also possible. We will just have to schedule that. And if needed or if necessary, po pwede rin naman po to set up a brief Zoom conference call. Ayan. So, all of these are going to be regularly facilitated by our advisors. And if need be, and as necessary, or we can schedule appointments with our subject teachers if our concern pertains to specific subjects po of our children. So again, please do not forget to signify ano po yung preferred mode of communication natin with our advisors. But I understand all the sections will be creating Viber groups. So para po it will be easier for the teachers to blast announcements and reminders. This may be done via the Viber groups. But of course, our Google Classroom is there for us to be able to uh, blast our announcements and reminders too. So, po pwede po, default natin is Google Classroom. But then, of course, we understand that parents would also have to would have their preferred modes of communication. So let our advisors know about this. All right. Next. So for our student monitoring procedures po, as usual, we have several PTCs or parent-teacher conferences scheduled within the year. So the two scheduled PTCs are on November 3 and on May 27 to 28 of next school year, 2021. All right? So ito po yung ating PTCs na nakaschedule for all of our students. But as we know naman po, in APDM, if ever we need to speak with our teachers or with the heads or with us po, ni Sir Archie, you may do so. Just set an appointment na lang po. Let us know if you want to have a consultation or a meeting so we can set a schedule. Ayan. And then, our synchronous students would have their scheduled consultations as needed. So, na-mention ko po kanina yung modes of communication. So, kung ano po yung mapili natin doon, we can set consultations with our advisors and or the subject teachers. Now, the asynchronous or asynchronous students will have at least three times na communication with their advisors every week. Or kung po we prefer na calls ito, we just have to schedule what time the parent is available and the teachers uh, are available. So if we prefer to have calls or Zoom sessions for our check-ins, we may do so. I-note na lang po ni teacher kung anong oras po at anong araw ang ating check-ins. Alright? For our students under the mainstreaming and inclusion program, so aside from the regular check-ins to be done by the class advisors, please expect that our case managers will also get in touch with you to give you weekly updates as to your child's performance in class. Alright? So, students under the mainstreaming and inclusion program would also have more frequent PTCs. We will know more about these later as we have a separate orientation on the mainstreaming and inclusion program. So that will be after this orientation. Okay. So this is a request from all of us here in APDM. Sana po, let's refrain from contacting the teachers during class hours. Unless, of course, there's an immediate or an urgent concern. Parents are advised to set an appointment with the teacher in advance if meron po tayong gustong i-clarify or tanungin sa ating teachers. We request parents to please do so after class hours or during the specified free time or consultation hours of your class advisors para lang po hindi po ma-distract din ang ating teachers sa kanilang pagtuturo sa inyong mga anak. So this was actually a common observation during our practice classes and dry run classes that while the teachers were holding class, they had to multitask by checking their phones, their messages, answering calls even during class. So, syempre, we want to focus to prioritize our children and our students. So, again, please refrain from contacting your teachers during class hours. Thank you very much po. Okay, so regarding uniforms, we would like to clarify that uniforms aren't required this school year. So hindi naman po kailangan araw-araw ay naka-uniform po ang mga bata, although we recommend it. This is encouraged because there have been anecdotal records or reports that say that students who wear their uniforms tend to focus more on the task at hand because they know that it's time for class. They know that it's time for school. So, mas madali po mag-comply ang mga bata because they know that they are having a class. Pero again, it's not required. So if from time to time po o nagwa-wash po tayo ng uniform ng mga anak natin, it's all right to have the students wear civilian clothes as long as it's conducive for learning and it's conducive for class. So ano po yun? We hope that our students or our children can wear t-shirts or sleeve tops. Ayan. And shorts or pants or skirts for girls. Ayan. Kasi po, important na may pang-ibaba rin naman yung mga bata because we don't know if they would have a movement activity or an exercise activity. uh, Baka po i-request po ng teachers yung mga bata to stand up, to move, or to exercise. Eh, kung wala po siyang pang-ibaba, ayun. Pero yun po, we request our children to please wear clothes conducive for learning. Ayan. So sana po sleeve tops and shorts or pants or skirts for girls. Okay. So for attendance, this school year po, the default attendance is that the students are always present. Okay, so kahit po hindi naka-join, for the synchronous students, kahit po hindi kayo naka-join ng live session ninyo with your teachers, your attendance will still be marked as present. So why? Because we believe po na even after our live sessions, the students are still going to study their lessons. There will still be school works to be done even after their classes have ended. So yung attendance po natin, always present po yung mga bata. Except na lang po siguro if the teachers observe that the student has been absent for a long period of time already, for several days na pong hindi nakaka-attend yung bata, then expect our teachers to get in touch with you to check on your children kung ano po kayang naging concern at hindi po nakaka-attend yung bata sa kanyang klase. Ayan. So, students in the asynchronous program are also going to have perfect attendance, of course, because it is understood that they are learning in the confines of their home with their parents or guardians. Ayan. So, mas important po for us ngayon, hindi po yung attendance talaga nila, but yung output ng mga bata for their academic and scholastic works. Ayan. So, yung atin pong details of the attendance policy, it's documented in our LCP or the Learning Continuity Plan. That's posted in our Apdm Facebook group. So, if ever po hindi pa po ninyo nababasa yung ating LCP, we urge you to please do so as it's a very informative document po that will explain our plans and our programs for this current school year. Yan. Incidentally, if you were not yet a part of our Facebook group, please join our Facebook group since some announcements are also um, posted there. Ayan. Salamat po. Sige. So moving on, I will just go through our school calendar briefly, but expect that your class advisors will be able to share our calendar with you once you are in your respective Google Classrooms already. Okay, so hindi ko po alam if this is readable, but yeah. So we started our school year with our webinar for the parents noong August 1. We've had our one-on-one sessions with the students, the parents, and the caregivers. I hope everyone was able to have their tutorial sessions with your advisors. Malaking bagay po ito, malaking tulong for us to understand how to use Zoom and its functions, and how we will be able to use and maximize our Google Classrooms. Ayan, we've had dry run sessions with our children. Now, we're having our parents' orientation. Nakalagay po dito, August 17 to 20 will be devoted to mental health and psychosocial activities. We'll discuss more on that later. Holiday po sa Friday, August 21. We will still have school programs for this school year. It's interesting to know that even if we are virtually together and not physically together, we will still be able to come up with innovative and creative and very entertaining programs for you guys. So, we will still have a commemoration of Araw ng Wika on August 27. All right? And then, parents, we will meet you again on September 5 for our parents and teachers Association Assembly or PTA. And then, meron pa rin po tayong Friendship Cup. Yan. So, uh, exciting how we are going to transition or how we're going to conduct our Friendship Cup this school year. Ayan. And then, uh, very important to note in our calendar, the first quarter exam week, this is going to be on October 12 to 15. Okay, that's from Monday to Thursday. Paki-note po yan in our calendars. And then, we will be having our UN Day celebration on October 22. Oh, no, 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 sorry. October 23, yung ating UN Day celebration. For this year po, wala po tayong SEM break. So, tuloy-tuloy po ang mga bata. It's just going to be a long weekend but there's no SEM break talaga na usually po 1 week yan. So, this year, dire-diretso po tayo. We will be having our first PTC or Parent-Teacher Conference on November 3, as mentioned a while ago. On December 17, yun naman po ang ating Christmas program in Family Day. Okay, and then I think this is 2 weeks na Christmas break wherein wala po tayong pasok. We resume classes on January 4, 2021. And then, pagbalik po natin ay second quarter exam week na po iyan. So, we hope that we can maximize the break para po makapag-review din ang ating mga anak. Kasi pagbalik po natin sa January, we will be having our second quarter exam week. Okay? And then, meron po tayong Friendship Day. So ito naman po parang celebration or commemoration din natin in a way ng Valentine's. But since we still have very young children with us, Friendship Day muna ang ating itatawag dito. Alright? And then March 15 to 18 is our third quarter examination week. Okay, March 15 to 18 is our third quarter examination week. Yun pong ating foundation day na usually po ay ginaganap po natin tuwing July ay mababago po since we've started our school year ngayong August. Our foundation day starting this year will be moved or that starting this school year will be moved to March. Okay? So yun pong ating 7th Foundation Day will be on March 26, 2021. Holy Week naman na po after that week. So there's several days na wala po tayo magiging pasok. Babalik po ang mga bata on May 17 to 19 para naman po sa kanilang fourth quarter examination week. Alright? So on May 17 to 19, yan po ang ating last examination for this school year. And then May 20, practice na po to for the recognition day and graduation ceremonies. May 24 po ang ating commencement exercises and moving up ceremonies for our students. Okay, and then again, as mentioned a while ago, our second and final PTC for the school year is set on May 27 or May 28. Okay, so lahat po ng dates na hindi po natin minention, these are understood to be regular school days. Okay, and ano rin po, because of the fluidity of our situation right now, there may be some changes in our schedules. But of course, sasabihan naman po namin kayo agad kapag po tayo ay may magiging modification sa ating calendar. Okay. So kanina po na-mention ko po that the first week of our students, hindi pa po tayo magle-lessons. Okay? As per the DepEd memorandum po, we have to provide mental health and psychosocial support activities to all our students. So we have devoted 4 days to promote the self to promote the good mental health of our children, to provide psychosocial activities for them, and also for sensitivity training. All right, so part of our program every year, even before COVID-19, is we conduct a sensitivity training to our students. So we want our students to be respectful and accepting of people of all abilities, people from different, to be respectful of our differences in appearance, in race, economic status, creed, religion, gender, and abilities. So yan. So part of our first week po is we're going to have different activities to be facilitated by our teachers. Okay. Ayan. So makikita nyo rin naman po to doon sa ating welcome kit in our Google Classroom. So all these documents are posted in our Google Classroom para po pwede nyo pong balikan at basahin in detail. Okay. So, for now, yun po muna ang aking task. Now, I would like to turn the spotlight over to Teacher Archie for the introduction of the teachers and staff. Maraming salamat po ulit. Yan, sir.
All right. Thank you, Teacher Nina, for that and for turning the spotlight on me. Just make sure not to make it too bright, for the light might just bounce right back to you. So, at this point, I'm so excited to introduce to you our roster of teachers for the school year 2020-2021. We're very privileged to welcome back quite a lot of familiar faces and also to introduce to you fresh talents that have proven themselves to be really valuable contributors in our team. So first, may I introduce to you our key admin staff in Apdm. Of course, we have Miss Lucy, our finance head, Miss Nancy, our admin head, and the lovely Miss Marielle, our very capable multitasker secretary. So these are the admin staff who you'd normally see in APDM's admin office along San Rafael Street. Next, please welcome our preschool teachers. Teacher Bree Sagisag, Teacher Pen Alejo, and of course, Teacher Rox Publico. See, our very fun and energetic preschool teachers are so excited to welcome their kids back to school. On to our elementary department teachers, beginning with Miss Urza Aligato, Miss Rubelin Perpuse, Miss Cherry Olita, all returning teachers. Also, we have Miss Ayan Tan, Mr. Jason Perez, and Miss MC De Guzman. Welcome back, teachers. Miss Charlotte Ortega, Mr. Kent Lopez, and Miss Alex Valerio are returning as well to make this school year even more meaningful for their elementary students. Among our new teachers for our elementary department include Mrs. Nell Hawkins, Mr. Julius Cahindo, Miss Rosel Laborde. Please welcome Miss Christy Lopez and Miss Joeline Vera back to school this school year. So I have just introduced to you our preschool and elementary teachers. Now it is my privilege to recognize our special education teachers handling our mainstream and inclusion program. We have Miss Rox Publico and Miss Lexi Raffair, headed, of course, by Mr. Alson Asehan. Just to make sure that more eyes and hands are available to assist our students and teachers, we also have with us two very dedicated learning support teachers who will be serving as substitute teachers, prefect teachers, and also MI teachers, being SPED teachers themselves, Miss Rose Abalayan and Miss Rochelle Floria. Who doesn't know this very jolly, and I must say, dedicated teacher who has been with us since APDM first opened its doors to the community? There's never a dull moment with this teacher around. That's why the teachers don't mind spending long hours in school, physically, these days, obviously, virtually, because of her charisma and character. Our lovely head teacher, Miss Judith Makugay. Last but not least, of course, is our school principal, who these days have acquired an entirely new skill set, and that is being a technician that I think would just probably make her the next big thing in vlogging. The very hardworking, the very flexible, and I would say multi-talented as well. Our school principal, you've met her already, is Nina Almeda. Everyone, a big round of applause for our APDM team. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtanggap sa kanila. You know, our teachers have been working tirelessly the past few weeks and months, spending sleepless nights trying to explore whatever apps, functions there might be available that they can incorporate in their class. Our teachers would also like to extend their appreciation to you, dear parents, for your patience and support. We welcome constructive feedback. Certainly, it is through those that we get to further enhance our skills. You know, ang mga teachers po natin just last night, I think, left the Zoom meeting as late as 4 a.m. in the morning just to share ideas on how they might be able to facilitate today's activities even more smoothly for everyone. Ang na-inspire din po ako sa mga teachers natin is how they're rendering their service with much joy and happy hearts. When I was watching the trial classes and the dry runs, sure, the teachers were nervous. Who wouldn't be? All of this is new to us. Imagine them trying to multitask, explaining the task, tinkering on their laptops and gadgets, while at the same time being aware that all the eyes and ears of the parents, the heads, the school administrators are on them. So teachers, we assure you that we are here to support you. We understand that this is a learning process for all of us. Don't you worry. We will be here for you all the way. We will get through this together. So to our teachers, ang aking pusong pasasalamat sa inyo. All right. So now that you have met our teachers, at this point, we are ready to accept questions. Just to let you know, dear parents, we will have homeroom breakout sessions after the Q&A, where you will finally get to meet your children's respective advisors. And you will also get to meet your co-parents from that class. You will have a quick tour of your official section, or if your section's official Google Classroom. you will view the welcome kit that Teacher Nina and I have mentioned a while ago. Don't worry, you will have access to some of the documents flashed earlier, such as the class calendar and our guidelines for distance learning. You will also have a preview of our instructional materials. More importantly, you will have time to ask questions specific to your child and your class during the homeroom breakout sessions Q&A. Lastly, of course, alam naman natin, we're all very fond of group photos just to keep a memento of this very, I guess, important milestone. Lastly, the teachers might ask you a few more questions, possibly even use Google survey to help better serve you. All right, so before we break out, I have time to answer some of the questions that you might have. I've already read some of those that you have posted on the chat box. Teacher Nina already answered the question about the uniforms. They're not required, but parents are highly encouraged to have their kids wear their uniform. If not, at least wear a sleeve top, a short or long pants, and skirts probably for the girls. Regarding questions pertinent to your child's section, by now your child's advisor must have already reached out to you privately through chat to inform you about your child's sections. Later, during the breakout room, mas makakausap niyo po sila. There's a question regarding the start of the school year. Yes, the Department of Education has announced that for public schools, they're moving the resumption of classes to October. But we are pleased to say that Apdm will be resuming its classes as scheduled on August 17. Regarding payments, there's a question if the fees will be adjusted if parents will be shifting from one learning delivery mode to another. Students who are in the asynchronous class and who will be moving to synchronous class, for instance, will be advised by the admin for any adjustments, as well as vice versa. If we will be resuming face-to-face classes and the parents will be shifting to that mode, the admin will be there to clarify your questions regarding fees. They will be sending you adjusted assessment of fees as well. Next, how about access to our website where the students and parents can view their accounts and their grades? You will still be able to access the students' account from our website. The new parents will be briefed for them to receive their passwords and codes to access our student account. Okay, just for your information, even before COVID, the school has already exerted efforts to be more paperless and to transition to digital platforms. That is why our billing system, as much as we can, we'd like to make it online. And our grades also can be viewed from our students' accounts linked to our website. And then there is a question regarding how parents might be able to contact teachers just in case they're experiencing difficulties during class if they are discouraged from calling. In such cases, perhaps a better option would be for you to chat the teachers using your chat box in Zoom, and the prefect or the assistant teacher will be checking on those messages intermittently, and they will do their best to respond to your questions. If not, we also have the option of calling the admin office, and they will do their best to help you address some technical issues that you might be experiencing. Our secretary, Miss Marielle, is also quite techy, by the way, and she's attended our workshops on website and Google Classroom and Zoom, so she's quite familiar. Lastly, there is a question about the requirements for monitoring. Are the parents requested to submit any forms for monitoring? That's a good question, but we'd like to make the process as less complicated as possible for you. But yes, we will be using a form mainly for internal purposes. That's where the teachers will be recording when they contacted you, how, what time, and what were the pertinent conversations that you've had. We will have notes that will be sent to the parents by parents of the mainstream and inclusion students by their mainstream and inclusion teachers. Now, there is a question. Will it always be half day all throughout the school? Will it always be half day schedule? So as of now, we are following the class schedule that perhaps the teachers already oriented you about during your dry run, but the exact timetables will be posted in our welcome kit, so you will see your child's class schedule there. Yes, the online classes wouldn't be longer compared to face-to-face instruction, and all of these policies and decisions were guided by advice given by experts in the education field and also experts on child psychology and development, um, studies pertinent to sustained attention, and also exposure to uh, the screen were considered in coming up with our class schedules. By the way, this school year, we have a very important resource working for the student, and that is their parents serving as learning facilitators. So even beyond the class hours, wherein the teachers will be presenting the key concepts and highlights, the students are expected to continue learning with their parents as recommended in the guidelines that we have set for distance learning. Regarding the handouts, we will be reaching out to the parents who have requested for printouts for the specific schedule. The staff are collating the handouts as we speak, and rest assured that in lieu of the handouts, or in the case of the preschool students lacking one or two textbooks, our teachers will be preparing learning activities that wouldn't be dependent on those. As a progressive school, we emphasize to our teachers that they should resort to fun and functional activities that would effectively teach key concepts to our students. The masks and face shields, yes, for the parents who have ordered them, are going to be delivered by our supplier. Well, without mentioning the name of the supplier, but I guess maybe just to explain the delay, unfortunately, she has been struck by the virus, and that has caused some delays with the delivery of the masks and face shields that were delivered, what were ordered by some parents. So we apologize for that, but certainly, if and when the in-person classes will be allowed by the department, definitely those masks and face shields will be made available beforehand. Um, when will the school supplies be required for this school year? We have already submitted or posted the school supplies that the advisors are recommending the students to have with them before the start of the school year. But rest assured, our teachers po will be very sensitive to the fact that the parents, of course, these days are doing their best to conserve all their resources, so we won't be requiring a lot of materials that are expensive. Will there be adjustments in the tuition fee for MI students? The MI students also enjoy discounts if they are in the asynchronous and synchronous programs. But rest assured that as compared to the previous school years, our school will be exerting equal vigor and rigor in attending to our students' unique needs. As you have seen for this year, we have employed more MI teachers to specifically attend to each child's needs proactively. So as a policy of APDM, we would like our students in the MI program to enjoy participating in classes with the least interruption as possible. But if they or some of them might need individualized support and that would require personalized or individual sessions through breakout rooms. We will have teachers readily available for that. All our MI students will also be receiving their individualized education programs focusing on language, social skills, and also on the development of certain academic skills that they might be experiencing some challenges in. We will have a more detailed orientation for MI parents at 3:30 this afternoon. So will there be a difference in the grading of synchronous and asynchronous students? We are employing a universal grading system that will be applicable for both students in the synchronous and asynchronous learning students in those programs. Um, for the bandwidth of the school, yes, in fact, we have already upgraded the bandwidth of our Converge? Is it Teach our current
Converge. Converge.
current internet provider? We have also applied in PLDD just to make sure that we have varied sources of internet in case one supplier breaks down. The teachers from APDM also have access to ILC office where they can have internet connection care of PLDT. The books are ready for pickup. Elementary books are already complete, but for preschool, as announced in the banner that we have posted, unfortunately, because of the abrupt announcement of the MECQ, our supplier apologizes for the delay of one book for Kinder 2 and I believe one or two books for Kinder 1. But the rest are available for pickup. All right. So the welcome kits will be available for viewing later during your homeroom orientation. Okay. So there's a question here, Teacher Nina. Perhaps you can help me with it. For those using tablets, some parents bought a Bluetooth mouse to address the inability to address remote access. Oh, it's a suggestion. So thank you for recommending that. So thank you, everyone, for the questions. My time is 2:22, and perhaps I can accommodate one or two more questions before we break out into our respective sections for our homeroom orientation. If you have questions, you may chat or you may turn your mics on if you'd like your voice to be heard. So there's a question here. Well, there's anxiety, of course, that the government might just suddenly declare the suspension of classes anytime within the year. But based on the conversations po that I've had with the DepEd, being a part of the Edu Forum, their position as of now is the schools that render distance learning will not be affected by these disruptions. We will be allowed to continue rendering our instruction since distance learning naman po shields our students from exposure to the virus as opposed to in-person instruction that other schools might be considering for their students. Will there be a weekly meet and greet for each section virtually? All right, so the students in the synchronous class will be meeting each other every time they have classes. That's Monday to Friday. Now, as Teacher Nina mentioned, we have a lot of special events spread and scheduled throughout the year for the preparations of these school events, such as rehearsals. We will be inviting the students in the asynchronous class to come over online if they can to interact with their peers, the synchronous program, and for them to participate in the rehearsals and probably in the taping and the pictorials that they will need for their AVPs. So there won't be regular week meets and greets, but because of the frequency of the school events and the rehearsals, we hope that the students in the asynchronous program won't miss their friends from the synchronous programs as much. Also at this point, especially for the higher grades, I know that many of our students are already very adept in social media. So they're quite in touch, and just in case they're on Facebook, parents, of course, let us just supervise our students just to make sure that, they're guided accordingly. All right, so for the breakout rooms, you will be given access, or you will have your advisors presenting their contact details to you. They will also give you a preview of the welcome kit where you can download important documents to guide you for the year. And they will show you sample handouts and refer you to certain slides just to explain to you the connection or the relationship between the slides and our textbooks. How can those two learning resources be used hand in hand? All right, so thank you everyone for your attendance and for your attention. Maybe Teacher Nina can take a quick screenshot of our group, maybe a few pages, because there's so many of us, over 200. And while she's doing that, I'm sure our teachers are getting ready for the breakout orientation, which we aim to finish by 3 p.m. Then there will be a 30-minute break for the parents of the students in the MI program for their orientation. All right, so Teacher Nina, have you taken the photo?
Okay. Not yet. I'll ask everyone to please look at the camera.
The
Yan. O sige.
camera.
So smile na lang po tayo. I'll take several pictures. Thank you.
There, wonderful.
Next. Wow, there's a lot of us today.
Oh, now it's just now that I'm able to scroll my screen. A while ago kasi I was really focused on the slides.
Yeah,
Hello,
please open
everyone.
your cameras so we can see
Again,
you. I
students.
can see
Miss you all
Lucio, Royce. Hi,
here.
Anya.
I
Ay, si
will
mommy pala
be
to. Hi.
you in your
Please turn on
classrooms,
your
chat with you,
cameras.
and give you my virtual hugs. I miss you guys. All right. So thank you everyone for coming. We will be magically breaking up into our respective sections for our orientation. Just in case there will be some of you incorrectly grouped, please notify the advisors and we will be assisting you accordingly. Hopefully that won't happen, but if so, apologies in advance. This is such a big group, but don't worry, you'll be able to fix that. Teacher Nina, are we ready for the breakout session?
Yes, sir. I'm almost done with the breakout rooms, but just in case po maiwan po tayo dito sa main session,
Yeah.
just wait a minute. Ayusin ko po agad. Pag po kasi na-assign sa breakout room tapos na-disconnect, I need to reassign you again to the breakout rooms. And since there's so many of us, give me a few moments.
All
Yeah,
right.
pero I'll open the breakout room so the others can start. For those po with several children, if you want po to jump from one Google Classroom to the other, just let your advisors know so we can transfer you po to the other Google
That's a
Classroom.
good one to have. Thank you, Teacher
Oo,
Nina.
oo. And just in case lang po na ma-disconnect po tayo, don't worry, we'll assign you again to your breakout room. Okay? Sige po. I'll need teachers Teacher Judith, Teacher Al, I'll need your help with identifying some students. Ayan. So again, maraming salamat po for joining us this afternoon, and we're so excited to teach and learn with all of you this school year. So maraming salamat po for all your support, for all your feedback and comments po sa ating mga teachers. Maraming salamat po. We welcome all your constructive criticisms para mag-improve din po yung ating teachers and yung ating school. Maraming salamat po. We really need your help and support this school year. So maraming salamat po. At nandyan po kayo to collaborate with the school. Yan. Thank you po. I'll open the breakout rooms now.
All
Yan.
right.
Hi. God bless.
For those of you who might find themselves staying with us in the main room, it's okay. We will be transferring you to your child's section. Okay, so Teacher Nina, work your magic.
All right.
God bless.
Guys.
Goodbye.
See you.
Okay. Grade 1 Laguna.
All right. I can see some of our parents.
Saan po yung Pampanga?
Their
Sige
breakout
po.
rooms already. All right. Just give a few moments. We'll soon be directed to your...
Ayan. For those po who haven't renamed themselves, please kindly rename po yourself so I would know which section you belong to, because that is very important po for me to be able to assign you.
Teacher Nina, if they
Yes,
don't know their
teach.
section, they can chat.
Yes.
Para, I can tell them.
Yes, that's right. Sige, thank you for helping.
All right. So I can see that most of our parents have already been transferred to their homeroom breakout rooms. And more are exiting the room now. Yung matitira po, if meron man, konting paumanhin po. But don't worry, we'll be able to quickly transfer you to your room. All right, so Teacher Nina, I see some parents already chatting that they don't know their kids section yet. And thank you for responding also. Yan. So parents who don't know your child's section yet, please type your message using the chat box, and our teacher Judith will reply to you so that perhaps you can rename your slides already. If the advisors are still here, perhaps we can help na rin
Sino?
the parents. Yeah.
Sinong advisors ang nandito pa? Teacher
I
Bree.
see Teacher Lexi. No, Teacher Lexi is one of our MI teachers. Teacher Bree and Teacher Ken are still here. Teacher Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher Bree, Teacher Kent are here.
Ayan, baka hindi pa lang sila na-move, sir. Pero supposedly na-assign ko na the teachers.
Teacher Pen is also still here.
Is she?
Yes.
Naka-not joined siya. Although she's using 2 devices.
Okay.
Oo.
So,
yung iba po kasi nakalagay lang yung grade level.
Teach ako kay Teacher Perez.
Sino po?
Teacher Jason daw.
Yes po. Ay, wala po si Teacher Bree. Wait lang po, mamis. Wait lang. Babalikan ko po. Hanapin ko si Teacher Bree kung saan po siya napunta. Wait lang po
Wait. Nasa waiting room po siya?
Si Teacher Bree.
Opo.
Nandito pa ba si Teacher Bree?
Wala na po siya.
Is still here.
Nasaan si Teacher Bree? Wala siya sa nursery.
Wala po siya sa nursery.
Tawagan na. Magandang ano to.
Grade 1 Laguna.
experience.
Grade 2 Oriental. Grade 5 South Cotabato. Cotabato.
Teacher Nina, Chloe
Yes po.
Georgina, grade 2 Albay. Kay Teacher Jason.
Sige po.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Ano yung kuha nga ng t-shirt mo? Dapat naka-t-shirt.
Hindi ko po makita si Chloe sa listahan.
Hello po, ako naman po kay Teacher Christy, kay Phoebe po. Kaka-join ko lang kasi dito. Dalawang device yung ginagamit ko po.
Sige lang po, wait lang po ah.
Thank you.
Teacher, meron na pong breakout si Teacher Ayen. Oh.
Teacher Ian section.
Meron na
po, natin na po sila sa room. Pasensya na po at tayo po ay nandito pa sa main room. Para kay Gabriel sa section ni Teacher Ian.
Yes, Teach. Yes, Teacher Archie. Si Gabi. Thank you po.
So in the meantime, habang nandito po tayo, baka kakantahan ko na muna kayo. Ubaya. Or seriously speaking, if you have questions, let's spend this time. Basically po, doon sa mga breakout rooms po natin, the class advisors will be showing you welcome kit. Yung information ng mga advisors. You will also be given child's class schedule. Na doon po yung breakdown ng oras, bawat subject, bawat araw. Makakuha po kayo ng kopya ng school calendar. And then you will also have a copy of our modified po siya for this school year. You will also have a copy of the learning continuity plan para po mas madali natin itong ma-access. Also, in the welcome kit, meron po tayong makikita na class list para malaman po ninyo sino yung mga mag-aaral na nandoon sa section na iyon for both synchronous and asynchronous classes. At meron din po akong simpleng welcome video para po dun sa mga bata natin para naman po maramdaman nila na kahit physically ay hindi nandoon sa classroom nila ay palagi po silang nasa isip. After the orientation noong pong mga parents natin on the welcome kit, you will have access to yung ating pong activities for the first week of school. Binanggit nga po ni Teacher Nina, wala pang formal classes sa first week natin, wala pang mga lessons, pero ang paghahanda po ay para po sa introductions and team building. Meron pong activities for mental health and strategies po to minimize stress. There will be lessons on COVID-19 awareness and prevention. Last but not least, meron tayong sensitivity training para mas mabawasan po natin yung incidences ng bullying. Ngayon po, nakikita namin yung mga bata, napaka-techy nila, mahalaman mo, merong mga chats, meron silang mga napopost, na mga remarks that perhaps sometimes they're not fully aware might already be offensive for others. So, meron po kaming ganyang mga workshops and seminars na ibibigay sa kanila. Doon po sa handouts, yung mga teachers po will be posting them 2 weeks in advance of the date kung kailan po yun gagamitin. So halimbawa, meron po tayong lessons for September 1. Yung mga handout para doon sa petsa na iyon ay magiging available na po doon sa ating Google Classroom as early as the second week of August. Kasi 2 weeks ahead ang posting ng handout. So for those of you who would like to do advanced studies, you can do that. Now, the handouts are mostly derived from the children's textbooks para lang po ma-highlight yung mga key concepts. But the teachers may also have used some other references just to enrich the discussion. And there will be slides toward the end of the handout that tell the parents and the students what pages doon sa kanilang textbook ang magandang basahin po nila para reinforce yung kanilang natutunan from the handout. Okay, so the handouts are available digitally. Pwede po ninyong download yan sa inyong computer at pwede po ninyong basahin din, even din sa inyong mga cellphones. So, sometimes yung mga teachers po ay mag-upload din ng mga worksheets doon sa ating mga folders sa Google Classroom. For easy access, the handouts po will be organized according to the day in which they will be taught in class. So meron pong folder sa Google Classroom na labeled na, for example, August 24. Makita nyo doon yung handouts for that day, yung worksheets for that day, pati na rin po yung mga recording ng videos nung class yon doon i-upload. Now for the next day, ang bubuksan ninyo yung folder na labeled as August 25, for instance. Similarly, makukuha nyo rin doon yung mga handouts for that day, if there are worksheets for that day, and at the end of the day, the teachers po will upload the recording of the class noong araw na iyon. Okay, so I hope that can help you visualize yung ating Google Classroom. Now, parents are enjoined to activate their children's G Suite account. Alright? So, kung hindi pa po ninyo nakukuha ang inyong G Suite account, let the advisors know. Kung nakuha naman po ninyo, i-activate nyo na siya dahil minsan po nangyayari talaga, nagkakaroon ng problema sa Google Classroom. So, let us know so we can assist you accordingly. Dahil yung pong G Suite account ng inyong anak, ito po yung halimbawa account na ang title ay yung inyong pangalan ng inyong anak at apdmphilippines.com. Yun ang inyong G Suite email account ang gagamitin for you to be able to access Google Classrooms of your children. Now, that is recommended also for security purposes. That will have us have a better control of the people who will be entering or accessing our virtual classrooms. Sa ngayon po, we are allowing the use of your personal emails to access Zoom. But yung Google Classroom po, we would like to be very particular that only the students who will be joining using their G Suite accounts will be given access. Kaya ngayon pa lang po, i-check nyo na kung nakuha ninyo ang inyong email address from Apdm. Check if it's working. If it's not, do let the advisors know so we can help you. All right? It is also from those email accounts that you will be receiving from your advisors the class code and the link to your official classroom, which you will be entering starting on Monday. All right? So ulitin ko lang po, very important, and the teachers will emphasize this later, check if you already have received your Apdm email address. That is your G Suite account. If you have, please activate it. Make sure that it's working. It is in that account that you will be receiving your class code. All right? Doon sa kanyang official Google Classroom starting Monday. So if meron pong mga nagdi-disappear, okay, paunti-unti, it's because you are being directed to your Google, to your homeroom classrooms already. Yung mga nandito po, take advantage of this, I guess, opportunity to ask questions if you have any. So, yung pong mga nagtatanong regarding the handout, nag-conduct po kami ng survey before, who among you still need printed copies dahil marami pong mga parents na nag-express that since they will have digital copies, they don't need the printouts to also conserve the use of paper, no? At alam nating mas environmental friendly po 'yon. But if you requested for printed handouts, as I said, we are collating the handouts as we speak, and we will be contacting you when these can be picked up. Gawa na po yung handouts for the first quarter. Yan ang mga pinagtrabahuhan po ng mga teachers natin itong nakaraang mga linggo at buwan. Alright? So, I hope tayo po ay nakakuha ng information na sasagot sa ating mga katanungan. Essentially, yun po ang i-discuss naman ng mga teachers natin doon sa ating homeroom orientation. Alright? So, pasensya na po kung medyo hindi ako maka-let go sa inyo. Siguro, naalalaman ko na kayo ang mga favorite ko at di ko kayo kawalan. But wag po kayo mag-alala. Mamimit nyo rin yung mga co-parents ninyo dun sa inyong respective sections. Most of the parents are already out. But we still have a few here. Cyrus, it's you. I saw your video doon sa tutorials mo with teacher Alex. So, yeah. So, nandito po tayo. We have a few more left. At halos tayo po ay napupunta na sa ating mga homeroom orientation. Alright. So, do we have questions? Please feel free to chat or to turn your mics on para po masagot po natin yan. Alright? Alright. So, Teacher Judith, do we know the account name 85125? If you're a parent or a student, if you can, please rename yourself or chat us who you are para po transfer namin kayo to your classroom. All right. So we still have Aliyah, Lorraine, Chloe, and Zek with us, plus account user 8512.
Mommy Chloe,
Mami Chloe.
are you still here po? Ayan.
Yes, Teacher
Mommy,
Nina.
hindi ko po kasi kayo makita doon sa unassigned na people. So I couldn't assign you to your breakout room because I cannot see your name here. Can I request you po to leave the session and then join again? Sometimes
Okay po, okay.
Zoom may ganong concern eh. Sige po, thank you po. We'll wait for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Sige, ang nandito na lang po kasi sa unassigned ko, si 851275, si Miss Makugay, Teacher Archie, Teacher Rose, and Miss Mariel. Now, if there are other people in the main session, I couldn't see their names here. So, if you're here and I didn't mention your name, please leave the session and then join again.
All right, so apologies for that. So we're discovering this limitation. No, if you have not been mentioned, called by Teacher Nina, it means that your account is not appearing in her monitor. Leave the room and log in again para po mas
Sorry,
mabasa.
Hilti Estraves. Isabella Marie Estraves.
Teacher Nina, we have here Lorraine Lim, K2 Banawe, Serge Riot, Aliyah Elise Makayan, Isabella Marie Estraves. Wala sila sa iyo, Teach? Account 851275, do we know who this account user is? Teacher Nina, alam ko nag-a-appear siya sa iyo, si
Her
851275.
number lang eh.
Ma'am and sir, are you here? Can you please identify yourself? Okay. Aliyah Elise Makayan is here, 851275. Dalawa na lang ang students dito unless nagla-log in yung mga iba pa. We have Aliyah and Marcus Landagan here and Serge. Okay, Teacher Nina, Can you confirm with us who you're seeing on your screen?
Sir, right now, si Mommy nila Rochi and Amshel, Miss Makugay, ikaw, and Teacher Rose. Lagay ko si Teacher Rose kay assign ko siya sa ibang section.
Each meron tayong Marcos Landagan, Lucas Maramba. Okay, wala na si Marcos. We have Lucas Maramba, Aliyah Elise Makayan. Aliyah. From what section? Si Aliyah Elise
Aliyah, grade 1 Pampanga po.
Grade 1 Pampanga, si Aliyah Elise Makayan. Lucas Maramba is here as well.
Lucas, if you're not if you're here in the main session, leave the group muna and then join again because I couldn't see your name. Hi po, Mami.
There.
Hindi po lumalabas yung name nyo po sa unassigned. Baka po nandun na kayo sa Yeah, so you're already pre-assigned po sa Maguindanao, sa grade 6 Maguindanao. Pero nakalagay po kasi not joined. Wala
Do they
po
need
bang,
to accept?
wala po bang
accept?
supposedly automatic pero sometimes kasi sila nagkakaroon ng ganyang parang glitch na not joined nga siya pero nandun siya sa breakout room na yon.
Naku. How about Mommy Lorraine? Is she appearing on your screen?
No, sir. Ang nandito na lang ay tayong tatlo ni Teacher Judy and yung ayun nawala na rin yung number. Tayong tatlo na lang yung nakikita ko.
Aliyah is here.
Sir, Nina,
Yes po.
Yes.
may dalawa kasing lumalabas dun sa screen ko. You've been assigned to K1 AM La Union and K2 Benguet. Kaya siguro nagkakaroon ng po kayo dapat Benguet pala, Benguet.
Pero no, ano po siya? The two sections po kasi have been merged because you share the same teacher po, si Teacher Pen. So there's only one breakout room po talaga for K1 La Union and K2 Benguet. Same same concern. You're already in that breakout room but it says here po na not joined kayo. So normally po it happens na try niyo po to leave the session and then come back again.
Okay, teacher Dina, I'd like to try something. Aliyah Elise Makayan, can you turn your mic on and speak? Let's see if Teacher Nina will be able to hear your voice. Aliyah Elise Makayan, are you still here or is this gadget unattended? Aliyah Elise Makayan, paki-turn on ng mic. I don't hear anything from her. Baka naman teach extra gadget to.
Baka.
O,
Or
okay,
sometimes sometimes pag poor yung internet, parang matagal bago sila ma-assign doon.
Okay. Mommy, Miss Maramba, were you able to access Maguindanao at all or hindi po tayo nakapasok?
We were sent to grade 5, Cotabato.
Oh, what's appearing po on your screen right now? Meron po bang notification?
None.
Mommy, try ko po kayong ilipat sa ibang section ha. Kasi po right now po kasi nasa kayo nandun kayo sa grade 6 Maguindanao. But I'll transfer you to a wrong section. Try ko lang po if malilipat kayo. Tapos ibabalik ko po kayo sa Maguindanao if ever po.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir, for Rafi Maceda, sir?
Sir, from grade 1 Pampanga po sila.
Okay. Teacher, do you see the screen of Rafi Maceda?
Opo, yeah.
Cyrus is back in the main room.
Cyrus, do you need any help? You were asking for help a while ago. Why?
Teacher, it's mommy. It's
Mommy.
Cyrus's father. I think I cannot hear teacher Alex. That's why I left the meeting and now I'm reconnecting. Earlier, in the beginning, I can hear her, but now, after a while, I cannot.
Try to reconnect kami. Baka po yung internet natin. Let us know if that doesn't work.
Sige
We'll
po,
text you.
I'll put you back po in Davao.
No problem. Thank you.
Teacher Nina, you are
Ano po
going
si
to...
Galaxy A70?
Teacher
Wala.
Nina,
Nilipat ko na si Lucas eh. He's supposed to be in ano na ngayon, grade 6 Agusan. Pero again, yun ang nakalagay, not joined.
Mommy, what gadget po are you using? Are you using
Laptop.
are you a laptop? Mommy's using a laptop naman.
Kasi hindi naman naglalag si Mommy, so okay naman po ang internet nila.
Ano kaya? What happened here? Teacher,
Try na po kayo to leave the session and then join po again.
Okay, I will try.
Sige po, sige po.
sorry po.
Okay po. Sino po si Galaxy A70?
Galaxy A7. Gaita,
Kita.
may concerns po tayo? Were you disconnected from your homeroom?
Ito na, I'll transfer you. Pero sometimes kasi sir, nangyayari yun. Na inassign na sila sa breakout room, tapos nakalagay kasi not joined.
O yan, tayo na lang. Mga Lucas might be joining us anytime. Ayan na siguro.
Andiyan pa si 851275. Sino kaya siya, no?
Sino po sila? 851275. Is this gadget attended? Please chat or speak.
Ayan.
Baka extra gadget siya.
Tingnan natin kung mapupunta na sa Maguindanao si Lucas.
Ito siya ulit, Teach. Nasa main room siya.
Ang weird. Hindi ko rin ma-explain. Pero inassign ko na siya dun. Teacher Judith, di ba co-host ka? Gusto mo magtalon-talon ka? Assign kita.
May question po ako.
Ano?
Ano daw kung gagawin na ng, sa messenger. Ay, sa Viber.
Ay, sige. Mommy, nilagay ko na po kayo ulit sa Maguindanao. I couldn't explain why you are not automatically moved to that breakout room. I couldn't explain. I don't know why.
Ano pa kaya pwedeng gawin? Maybe join breakout room.
Yes po,
Sige,
ma'am.
You have been assigned to breakout room, Nursery, Manila.
Sige nga, Mommy. Punta ka doon. Accept mo. Tapos ililipat kita ng grade 6. Okay, so nandun siya.
Tapos
So,
ililipat
ililipat
mo.
ko siya ngayon to grade 6.
Sir, habang nalilipot po si Teacher Nina, tatanong ko lang po kung ano daw gagawin po ng asynchronous next week.
Sa asynchronous next week,
Opo. Di ba mental health po tayo?
good question, no? Sige, discuss natin. It's
Ayan.
So, babalik po ba sila?
Nandun na siya.
Si Aliyah Teach nagre-request na ulit.
Ano nga section ni Aliyah?
Pampanga po.
7.5.
On Pampanga.
For next week, gusto nyo i-online din natin lahat ng mga natin asynchronous?
Baka pwede.
Hi, Emma, do you have any concerns, Miss Coloma or Mr. Coloma?
Hello po, Teacher Archie. Papa-transfer lang po sa grade 4 naman po kay Ate Sophia.
Zamboanga del Sur.
Grade 4, Zamboanga del Sur.
All right, Mami.
Thank you.
Zamboanga.
Thank you.
All right, Mami.
Alright.
Thank you po.
Welcome. Supposedly na-transfer ko na sila Mommy.
She's still here.
Oo nga. Wait lang.
Ayan. Hello, Mika Ilescas. Can we help you po?
Mommy, Mika, bakit po?
Can I transfer to David's class?
Mika, I saw your video. Such a bright. Hello. It's do you remember?
Mommy, Mrs. Coloma, Meron po bang prompt dyan sa screen ninyo that's asking you to be if you want to join grade 4 Zamboanga?
Wala pa pong...
Sige po. Pero supposedly po kasi nandun na kayo sa grade 5, grade 4 Zamboanga na classroom. Ayan, nalipat na siya.
Wow! It's too long, Teacher Archie. Hi, Trisha!
Hindi ko pa napanood sa iyo, Teacher Judith, pero sobrang...
Mami, really so impressed with her vocabulary. Galing. And memory.
Kabisado niya lahat ng nangyari sa inyo. Lagi niyang sinasabi, mag-best friend kayong dalawa.
So impressed. Really. No joke.
Nagkukumahog, hinahanap ang uniform, mag-uniform daw siya. Sabi ko, hindi ka naman kasali, bakit ka mag-uniform?
Wala ako masabi dun sa puffed sleeves, Mami. Talagang...
Ginawa ko lang po improvise.
Mami, anong grade level nga ni Gian?
No, it's David.
David.
Albay.
Albay. Hold on. Ayan, lipat ko po kayo
Thanks for the padala, Mami. Very yummy.
Si Aliyah lagi na-disconnect. Anong section si Aliyah ulit? Pampanga ba?
Pampanga po.
Hello, Sabina.
Ano yung monitor mo if may prompt dyan, if gusto mong mag-join nung, ayun. So, matagal lang. Si Sabina.
Grade 3 late po.
Okay. Lipat po natin si Sabina sa grade 3.
Ayan. Sino si 8512?
Si Gerline. Hi, Gerline.
Section teach.
Hello, Gerline. Oh, her internet is breaking. Maybe that's why.
South Cotabato po.
All right. Oh, Raiden, how are you? Hi, Raiden. Hello, Mommy and Daddy. Can we help you?
Mali po yung napuntahan naming breakout room po. Dapat po sa Benguet, pero napunta kami sa Cagayan.
Okay, pakitransfer po si Raiden sa Benguet.
I couldn't see you. Saan po kayo, sir, napunta?
Kay Teacher Rox po. Dapat kay Teacher Pen.
Cagayan. Wait lang. Alright.
Hi, Raiden.
Thank you po.
Thank you rin po, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Be good always.
Yan. Hold on. Wait lang po. Na-transfer na po kayo.
Okay po. Thank you.
Si 8217 pa din ba to teach?
Sir, meron po bang, please check your device if there's a prompt po that's asking you to join Benguet?
Wala po. Wala pa po.
Okay. Pero nandun na po kasi kayo sa breakout room na yon. Try ko po kayong ilipat Wala. Hindi siya nagaan. Ayun. Okay. Si Aliyah. Aliyah, can you please check your device, your monitor? Kung meron pong prompt that's asking you if you want to join grade 1 Pampanga. Yes, mommy. Wala pa rin po kayong hindi niyo pa rin po naririnig yung audio ng teacher? Or were you
Sorry.
connected?
Nagkaroon na kanina, tapos after a while nawala ulit. Di ko alam, I don't think sa connection ko kasi okay naman tayong dalawa eh. So, hindi ko alam kung saan yung problema.
Sige po. Pero so far po, wala po kaming naririnig naman din from the other parents na may technical problem si Teacher Alex. So, hindi ko lang din po sure kung ano kayang issue.
Hindi
Pero
ko lang sure.
tayo ngayon. Like, audio po natin ngayon, okay po?
Okay naman, oo. Pero nung last time, yung last weekend na nag tayo, okay naman all throughout.
Sige po. Teacher Judith, I'll send you to Davao. Can you please check with Teacher Alex kung kamusta siya? And then pwede ka naman maglipat na eh. Pwede ka bumalik dito after.
Noted po. Sige po, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you. Cyrus, can you get your...
Hi, Cyrus.
Okay.
Nandiyan ba si Teacher Judith?
Wala. Nilipat ko siya. So, parang yan. It would take some time para malipat. May ganong ang Zoom.
Ano kaya? So, ano gagawin natin?
Sir, alam mo kung bakit? Alam mo ba't naging mahirap? Dahil nauna yung pangalan. Hindi ko nakikita yung buong name.
Pero yung mga bandang huli, meron pa rin mga, ano yung mga yun?
Wait lang Hi po!
Hi, Kyla. Can we help you po?
Yes, I know po your section. Miss Munoz? Hold on. Connecting pa po kaya sila?
So si Miss Maramba, nandun na siya kay
Yes, sir.
Basic.
Sometimes, pagka nangyayari talaga yan, sir, medyo matagal, nung summer pa lang na-encounter ko na yung ganitong problem with Zoom pag nagbe-breakout. Yun nga, yung usual na solution, kailangan nilang mag-leave nung session and then join sila ulit. Usually, nasusolve siya by that. Hi po, Mami. Yes po. Nakamute po kayo. Grade 4?
Misamis Oriental.
Misamis Oriental. Pero
ang dami ko nang narating.
Kaya, Mami, para tayo nagta-travel.
Manila to Albay to Misamis na ngayon.
Teka lang, Mami. So, saan kita nilagay kanina? Grade
2, Albay.
Grade 2, Albay.
Manila, Albay, and now grade 4.
Ngayon po, grade 4, Misamis. Correct?
Alam ko pa ba?
Sige po. Enjoy. Ayan po.
Yeah. Thank you.
Alright. Welcome po. Miss Munoz, are you still here po? Anong section po kaya?
Ay, hello po.
Yes po. Hi po, Mommy. May I know po anong section po natin?
Kinder 2 Benguet po.
Kinder 2 Benguet. Alright. I'll transfer you po. Okay. Alright.
Yan. So, kung ni-name natin siya na section first, okay, magiging mas mabilis. Yung mga...
Hi po, Mommy! Were you disconnected po?
No, actually, they just said goodbye. I just said leave breakout room, but I should have just left entirely.
Alright, you're done na. Okay,
Alright.
so bilis si Cagayan, tapos na. Alright, thank you po, Mommies, for joining.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Kinder 2 Cagayan. Bye.
Bye po. Bye, Kinder 2 Cagayan. Thank you. Bye, Lucio.
Bye, Ellie. Bye, Rain. Bye, Lucia.
See you din po next week. Ayan. Alexa.
Bye, Alexa.
Bye-bye. Dalaga na. Big girl na siya, Teacher Rose.
Sorry, nagkamali ako ng pindot.
Okay lang. Sabi ko, narinig niyo ba yung kabarukan ko?
Ay, Teacher Pina and Sir Archie, ano naman po?
Sabi ko, Lucio, next week. Inis ako na yung Lucio, tsaka Siyo. Lucio.
Ito nga po. Narinig ko nga po yung lalo ko natawa. Anyway po, ayun po, ano naman, it went well. Wow. Okay naman po. And wala naman siya dito.
Mami.
Yung concern po, yes, yung concern po nating parent, very, very magalang.
Yan na. Hello.
Hello po.
Ay, tapos na rin po ang grade 3 late.
Hello po. Are you done with your orientation?
I think they are kasi they're back. Ayan. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Done na tayo with the orientation, mommies and daddy. Done na po.
Alright. You can leave na po. If you're done, unless you can help you further, let us know po.
Yes po. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Salamat po.
Thank you.
Bye po, mommies. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Si Emmanuel Jacob Soberano, grade 1, ano kaya siya? Si ano to? Eman? Eman May Soberano? Grade 1, ano po kaya sila?
Cyrus.
Oo nga eh. May problem ata yung, kung di ko alam kung internet ba ni Cyrus o yung audio ni Alex.
Hello. I'm in charge for the whole day. I'm in charge for the whole mom's thing. Yes? Okay.
Ano ang section si Cherry, teacher?
Hi, Cyrus. Are you done with the orientation, Cyrus?
No, mom has difficulties of teachers speaking.
Pero kasi dito okay.
Mom is not with you?
He's trying. He's just trying his best. I'm just in charge. I'm substitute. So if mom already is done, I can leave. Then go
How
there.
are you, Cyrus?
Good.
Do you miss the church? Do you miss serving in the church? Oo, no? Hindi ka nakakapag-sacristan ngayon. But do you still go to Mass online? Oh, you have to go to Mass online pa rin, remember.
Can you bring me to my orientation thing?
Of course. Thank you. Sige, wait a minute. I'll transfer you to Davao. Bye, Cyrus.
Hi, Chloe.
Bye.
Chloe,
are you done?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. I miss you, Chloe.
Miss you, teacher.
Miss you too.
Nami-miss ko na yung pagka-sweet mo. Pag nakikita mo ako, lagi nag-hug yan eh.
You're such a big girl. You've grown so fast.
Yes po. Lumaki sa quarantine.
Laking quarantine. Bagong phenomenon.
Opo. Thank you po. Thank you, Thank you, teacher. Thank you po. Bye na, anak.
Bye, Ethan.
Keep safe po.
Kayo rin po, Mommy. Ingat po tayo.
Okay po. Bye.
Bye, Juan.
Thank you rin po, Teacher
Lucho.
Archie.
Hi, Lucho.
Bye. Thank you.
Hey, you have long hair. Hi,
sir. For coming.
Lucho, do you still get to practice your taekwondo?
I said doing taekwondo.
Hi, Enzo. Look at you. You're so big.
Hi, Teacher Archie. Hi, Miss Elsa.
Hey. Hi, Akio. Mommy, kamusta na po? How are you?
Kamusta po? Hi, Zoe and Eva. That's a very nice backdrop. Is that the backdrop of Mayon? Hello, everyone. Thank you po.
Can you say goodbye now?
Yes, you may.
Mount Arayat po.
Yes, you may leave the
Can you press
meeting.
the leave button?
Just press leave.
Hi,
if you have-
Izzy.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Francis. Hi, Isabel.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. 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 Bye.
You're
Bye.
all happy.
Hi, Ethan.
Amaria, hello.
Bye. Bye.
Irem. Hello, Irem.
Hi, Irem. Hi, Simon. Simon, are you there? Hi.
Simon. Hey, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
Miss
Hi,
you.
composer. Hello.
Bye.
Blair. Hello. Hello, how are you? Remember me? Yeah, good to see you. Hi, Irem. Hila.
Can you press the leave button?
Yes, you may. You can just click leave if you have to go. Hello, Zoe and Ava.
Say hi.
Hi, girl.
Hi.
How are you? Hi, Aram. You have long hair na, Aram.
Samantha, hi. I saw you eat. I hope you enjoyed your lunch.
Hey, Sagati. Hi,
All right.
Hi. Can you help me? I need to go to
Hi, David.
Hi, Rudy. Hi, Sagati.
Hi, Gavin.
That's your house.
You're coming.
Hi, Samantha.
Hello po.
Summer! Hi, ate. Hi,
Marcus.
Simon.
Wow, si Amara. What's that?
Hi, Simon.
That a
Hi,
parrot?
Teacher Bree. Hi, Teacher Bree.
You never heard in school.
Yes. Hi, Teacher Bree.
Simon.
Simon, Teacher Bree.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm from the school.
You're going to school na. Through online na.
Take care, Simon. We miss
Yes.
you.
Si
All right,
Summer,
thank you all
our
for
sister.
Hi, Sir Archie.
I miss you, Summer.
Hi,
I miss
Aram.
you, Summer.
Summer.
Hi.
Okay na. See you,
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Chloe. Hi, Chloe.
Si Aaron pala ito. Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Oh, this is Jacob Maseda. David Gavin. And
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you. See
Thank
you.
you. Thank you po.
Hi, Prince. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gab.
Ivo.
Hi, Ivo. Ivo. Si Prince, oh.
Hi,
Diba? Gavin!
David.
Is the orientation
Hi, Marcos.
over?
Ellie.
Hi, Ellie and Marcos.
Orientation over?
Ellie, your picture is so cute.
Gabby.
Love your picture, Ellie.
Love it. You're praying
Hi,
there in your
Prince.
picture.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming.
And see you soon, Kuya Marcos.
Bye-bye.
Hi,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Po. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Sunny boy! Sunny boy!
Where's Sunny Boy?
I miss
Sunny
you.
Boy!
Bye, Sunny. Bye, Gabby.
Lusog
Hi,
na.
Hailey.
Ayun si Sunny.
So healthy.
Tapos na po tayo, no?
Yes po.
Bye,
Bye po.
Thank you po.
Hi, Gabi.
Thank you po.
Bye.
Thank you, Liam. Stay Stay safe.
David
Thank
Gavin.
you for
Kasi si
coming.
Owen. Wala si Owen. Yan. Si Akisha, si Hugo. Nandito din. Si Willard! Ano, wala na.
Bye, Abia.
Alright.
Si Zoe din.
Hi, Devin and Dylan. Bye.
Bye, Gavin. Bye po.
Hi, Gavin.
Hi, Gavin.
Say hi
Bye,
to Owen.
Oo nga, si Owen nasaan?
Bye,
Yes.
Bye, Abia.
Si Ashton nandito pa.
So, sinong sections na yung tapos, teachers?
K2
Grade
Cagayan.
Manila.
Pampanga.
Bye-bye.
Pampanga del Sur.
Manila is there.
No, sige, sino na lang yung wala pa dito?
Currently po si Teacher MC still continuing po. Grade 2 Iloilo po.
Hi, Sha.
Teacher Pen, wala din
Hi,
pa.
Shalice.
Sa preschool siya na lang po.
Hi,
Thanks
Shalice.
for coming.
Hi.
Hi, Shelly. How are you?
Oh,
Hi,
Amber and
Amber.
Shelly si Zero.
Hi, Amber.
Where's Ate Kakay?
Hi, Amber. I miss your dance.
Thanks for coming today.
Si Ate Kakay.
Hi, Kai. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you also, Mama Lisa.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank
Hi,
you.
Amber.
Thank you for
Wala
coming.
na kayo. Diyos mio. Hindi na kayo babies.
Hi, Royce.
Royce, where are you? I cannot see you. Royce, are you here?
Thank you for
Ayaw
coming.
magpakita, teacher.
Hi, Ashton.
Ingatan.
Hi, Ashton.
Sa boses
Hi,
niya.
Franco.
Care.
Ayan. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you po.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
See
you
you
po.
all on Monday.
On Monday.
See you
Yes.
guys on Monday. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Mommy Hannah. Hello po.
Hi, Mami Hana.
How's Caleb? Baka natutulog.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye po. Hindi pa tayo iba.
Okay. Let's see. Ella. Si Ella ba to? Ay,
Who's
wala.
Ella?
Hi, Kalista.
Hindi that's Mami.
Hi, si Mami. Hi, Mami. Hello po. Hello po.
Wala talaga.
Hi.
Ainsley.
Teacher Al, is there a different link for the MI? Oo, no?
Yes po, yes po. They're
Ah,
asking me nga po kung merong password. I didn't require po a password.
okay.
I'll just have to start the meeting din po.
Oo.
May
Sige
nagtanong
po.
na rin. Si Mami Annie.
Hi, Lay.
Hey!
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Say hi to Caleb na lang, tsaka kay Kalista.
Bye.
Pakamusta na lang po sa kanila.
Teacher Al, can you send us did you send us the link already?
Yes po,
Yes po, and
through
I
Viber po.
with the other session.
Yes po.
Hi, Kalista.
Caleb.
Si Caleb yan.
Hi, Caleb.
Caleb.
Hi.
Ay,
Bye-bye,
Kuya.
Caleb.
Uy, naantok na siya.
Teacher Al,
Yes po.
Bye-bye.
Okay
meet
po.
you dun sa link mo that you created.
Okay po. Noted po, sir. Thank you.
Now, teachers, we'll see you. MI teachers, let's go to the ano na.
Yes. We'll see you.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye-bye
sir.
po.
Teacher
Bye-bye po,
Nina,
sir.
teachers.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you po.
Thank
Sila
you. Bye.
Teacher MC ba? Ongoing pa rin? Or done na rin?
Thank you.
Okay po.
Bye po.
Hello.
Ongoing pa din po yata.
Franco.
Wala pa po siya.
Wala pa.
Look, is your...
Kasi if I leave this meeting,
Mag-e-end din po yung breakout.
Oo. Sige, so I will...
Hi, Franco.
Bye, Franco.
Hi, Lucas.
Hi, Maddie.
I'm Facebooking right now.
Okay, Franco, how's your sibling?
Mm. Yes. Ilang months na siya?
6.
Nice.
Madeline,
Malamang makulit na yun.
if you want, you can leave na if you want. You can call mommy.
I don't think I want. I don't think I'm gonna leave.
Bye, Teacher Brock. See ya.
Sunod ako doon.
Bye, Maddie.
DC, you can leave na if you want na.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi,
exit.
Rose.
Yan.
Hi,
See you, Franca. See you, DC.
Yes, sir.
Bye. I'm too
See
lazy.
you in our arts class.
I'm too lazy to listen, so I'm gonna leave.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Atienza, you're raising your hand.
Is he there?
Sure can't. Zach DC.
Mukhang mahaba pa po yung meeting ni Pen. Teacher Pen.
Sorry.
Talaga.
Can you hear me?
Yes po.
Yeah, sorry, I had to leave because I had an errand to go to. About room ni Teacher Rosel. Sorry.
Ay, tapos na. Tapos na po. Yes po. Ito, nandito na po sa main session si Teacher Rosel.
I see. Anyway.
Hello
sige.
po.
Hello, Teacher Rosel. Sorry, I wasn't able to attend your breakout session, but and my wife is attending naman.
It's okay po.
If you want po, pwede naman po mag-set siguro ng kahit a few minutes na meeting with Teacher Rosel para po ma-walk through din niya kayo doon sa inyong Google Classroom if you want po.
Yeah, sure. Sige. Why not? Sige.
Sige
okay.
po.
I would appreciate that. Okay, so I'll wait for Teacher Russell to put me in a different
Sige po.
Sige, okay.
Okay po.
Sige po.
Alright. Sige, teach.
So guys, okay.
Okay po, sir. Thank you po. Sige, teach. Pa-set na lang ng kayo na lang ni Mr. Atienza para at least ma-walk through din sila sa Google Classroom nyo. Kahit a few minutes lang. Okay, thank you.
Okay po.
Zach is here. Hi, Zach.
Who else is here?
Zoe is here.
Who?
This is still here. Mommy.
I can also see Mommy Nita.
Mommy Nita. David?
Is it David, Trisha, or
Gian?
That's
David.
Teacher Nina. Teacher Rosel is saying something.
Yes, teach.
I think she will ask if magbe-breakout room sila or mag-leave ba sila ng And
Teach kung pwede, create na lang a different Zoom link.
Okay po.
Alright.
Sige
Teacher
po.
Rosel, I think you need to leave.
Please
Tama.
coordinate
Okay.
with Mr. Atienza. You know, I'll
Okay
send you
po.
the number.
Sige po. Bye-bye po.
Sige po. Bye, Teacher Rosel.
Bye, Gia.
Ayun na sila. Hi,
Trisha! You're wearing uniform.
Hello.
Hi, David.
Hi, David.
David.
Where's your new haircut?
David, hi.
Hi, Gian.
Hi, Gian.
Hello, Gian.
Si Kuya Gian, mabilis sumaba yung buhok.
True. I think even
Mabilis sumaba ng buhok ni Kuya Gian.
Haircut na rin tulad kay David.
We'll see you on Monday, everybody.
Yes.
David, I will see you pa din on Monday, ha? Bye!
Bye, David!
Bye,
Gian!
Bye, Gian! Bye, David! Bye, Trisha!
Bye, David.
Bye!
We're done.
Wala na.
Yes po.
Hanap ba niya?
Yes po, Mami.
Opo.
Bye-bye po.
Thank you po.
Mami.
Bye! David!
David.
Bye, David! Ayan. Okay. Thank you po for
Ay,
joining us.
wala na po, Mami Zach. Wala po.
Why?
Hey, Rochi.
Okay na po. You can
I'm
leave naman na po.
Shell.
Thank you po, Mami.
Bye, Zach.
Bye, Zach! Kendall is here. Jacob is here. DC and... Hi, Miss Mariel!
Mariel, pa-video naman dyan, oh.
Isang pa-video naman.
Hi, Miss Mariel!
Ayun na.
Gusto naman dyan. Nakamute ka, Miss Mariel. You're on mute.
Nakamute ka.
Mute.
Excuse me.
Yes po,
Ay,
ma'am.
hello po.
Kasi galing ako sa kay Lance. Paano kaya yung kay Aisel? Yung sa
Ano pong section, Mami?
Hello po, Mami. Grade 1
Pampanga
po.
Kay Mr. Puse. Sige po, Mami. I-request ko na lang po si Teacher Rubelin to coordinate po with you regarding kay Lysel.
Teacher Nina, na-record ko naman po yung session namin kanina.
Sige. Sige, coordinate na lang tayo with Mami.
Bakit? Hello po. Sige. Para dun sa class code sana.
I-invite po nila kayo via email po, Mami.
Email sa email account nung
Sa G Suite po. Yung G Suite.
Yes po.
Yes
Yung
po.
Google Suite po natin na email.
Thank you.
Sige po, Mami. Thank you po.
Thank you po, Mami Lan.
Sige. Ano, Ticha? Text na lang din natin si Mami.
Apa.
Okay. Ba't naman di ka nagbubukas ng ilaw dyan, Mariel?
Oh, DC, you're still here?
Gusto ko bukas si Dim eh.
Nasa IL office ka ba, Miss Mariel?
Yes, sa office si Teacher Nina.
Office si Teacher Nina. Oo nga, no?
Office mo.
Oo nga, no? Office na Teacher Nina.
Iniisip ko pa ako mamaya.
Absent ka kagabi.
Oo nga eh. Hi po, Mami!
Hello po!
Hi po, Mami Malu!
Ron!
Hi, Elron!
Hi, Ron! Hi, Clarence! Hi, Alec!
How are you, Ron?
Hi daw.
Hi, I'm Raymond.
Hi, Ron!
Hi.
Hi, Gianna!
Say hi. Ron, say hi to your tita for
Tita.
your tita Judith.
Hello po, good afternoon.
Hello po.
So,
Hi, Gianna.
Ngayon pa lang kayo natapos ng session. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
Hi, Gianna!
Hi, Gianna! Hello!
That's a lot.
Sunny boy! Hello!
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!
Hi, boy!
Bye, Sunny! Ulrich is here. Ayun na, dumadating na ulit yung bago. Okay. Hi, Keith!
There's Teacher Ayan, no? There's Teacher Ayan. Oh, there's Miss Tan. There's Mr. Who's this? Mr.
Hi, Miss Suya.
No, who's this?
Yes.
Hi! Hi, Keith!
Hi, Kit. Hi.
That's Teacher Tizumba. Who's that?
Hello, Kit.
Hi, Tia! Hi!
Hi, Tia.
Hi, Cyrus.
Hi, Sai!
Hi, Cyrus.
Hello, Miss Santos. Hello, Mr. Lopez.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Mr. Perez.
Hello, hello.
Cyrus.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to the
Hi.
the
Teacher, we're going to the MI.
Yeah, I think you have a meeting,
yeah.
anak. I think you have a meeting.
Yes. Go na, Cyrus.
I told teacher.
Bye.
I'm telling Miss.
Okay.
Salmeda.
Okay, bye, Sai. Bye-bye.
Bye, Cyrus.
See you on Monday.
Bye.
See you on Monday, anak.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Sai.
No, don't leave first. No, mom.
Teacher,
Yes
do we
po.
have our own meeting for the MI?
Mami, there's a different link po for the MI orientation.
Okay, I'll check who sent it. Okay, no problem.
Sige po, sinend po
Sige po, thank you po.
Teacher Asihan.
Ay, wala pa ako na-receive.
Yeah, but
Sino nag-send? Sorry.
Si Teacher Al po. Pero
Teacher
sige po,
Al.
I'll forward it to you po. I'll
Sige po,
forward it
Mike.
to Viber.
Sige po, sa Viber na lang po.
Alright.
Salamat, teacher.
Thank you po. Bye-bye po, mami. Bye,
Bye
Sai.
po, bye.
Day meeting. Eve. No. Eve meeting.
No, yeah.
Hi, Miss De Guzman.
Hello po.
Yan, Teacher MC. So, are you done?
Yes po, we're done na po.
O sige. Mr. Atienza, are you here po?
Wala na po yata, Teacher Nina.
Okay. Kasi tinatanong niya kung magka-create ng bagong room. Hindi bagong room, bagong session sila.
Bagong session po sila ni Miss Laborte po.
Oo, kasi kapag kailangan ko nang tumalon papunta sa MI na Zoom
Opo.
Okay, so, offhand teachers, meron bang mga na-raise na questions and concerns na hindi natin na kailangan i-clarify pa?
Meron pong question sa akin si Mami Kenzo Bakara.
Yeah.
Di ba po, for the next week, we are going to have yung sa orientation week po.
Yes.
Paano daw po yung mga asynchronous?
Okay. So, there was a brief discussion on that. Baka bigyan ng option yung mga asynchronous students if they want to join the session this week, pwede. Kasi ano siya, yun, hindi siya lessons pa. So, baka may ganun silang prerogative. Pero, we'll decide, we'll give you the final decision later. Pero yun yung medyo napag-usapan namin ni Sir kanina. Tapos, ano pa ba? Yun. Pero if sabihin nila hindi talaga sila maka-join kasi mahirap talaga yung internet for them, i-upload naman natin yung material sa Google Classroom, di ba? So, yun.
Thank you, Teacher Nina.
Okay. Sorry. Hinihingi kasi nila yung file nung sa Dimples. Teacher Jason, yung ADHD,
Yes po.
grade 4 nga ba yun?
ADH. Yung kahapon po?
Oo.
Opo yata. Opo yata.
Oo nga.
Grade 4 po. Alam ko po grade 4 siya. Kasi nung nakita ko po yun, nung dinidimples po nila Alex yata. Parang nandun yata. Kasi di ba yung videos po hindi naman lahat mapapanood ng bata. Parang may certain.
Hindi lahat.
Ayun po. Opo.
Sige. Thanks.
Teacher Nina.
Yes po.
Yes. Teacher Sherry po. Kanina po may concern lang po si Daddy Monhe. Yun po, si Daddy Phoebe. Kasi nga po yung tungkol nga po doon kapag may during class, nagiging maingay yung mga students, ganun. Tapos parang hindi na-mute ni teacher, parang ganun daw. So parang sinabi ni Daddy na parang proceeded daw po yung yung host, parang pwedeng i-mute all na lang yung mga student para hindi nakaka-disturb pag alam mo gustong sumagot ng isang student daw, ganun. Sabi niya, pag gusto sumagot ng student tapos nagiging maingay yung mga ibang participant. So, parang ni-remind niya lang yung mga teachers na sana daw po ay i-mute all na lang daw po silang lahat. Parang gano'n. So, yan, nag-thank you lang ako na thank you for the reminder. Yan, good po.
Pero yun nga, actually teachers, gamitin niyo yung function na yun na minumute all nyo na talaga. Kasi minsan nga, naririnig ko no, nag-observe ako na si teacher ilang beses sinasabi na please mute yourselves, yung mga bata hindi nagmo-mute. So, kayo na mismo magpindot ng mute all para lahat sakop agad kasi nga medyo distracting nga minsan eh. Ayan. Teacher Kent, nandito ka ba? Anong nangyari? Kamusta?
Ano po, tawag nito sa... Dali na bubuksan ko yung camera ko, sorry. Patapos na po yung aking session kanina. Tapos, bumagal yung internet dito sa aking... Tapos po, yun, patapos na kami, hindi na kami nakapag-picture.
Pero yun lang naman.
Opo, yun lang naman po.
Ikaw naman, akala ko naman, anong nangyari? Okay lang yun, walang problema. Pwede naman mag-picture kayo sa Monday. Akala ko anong nangyari sa'yo. Bakit ba naman?
Teacher Nina, ako din.
It's okay. Sino yon? Teacher Nell? Ikaw ba yon?
Ako po.
Sino ka?
Teacher Ayen.
Ayun. Hindi rin kayo nakapicture.
Na-stress ako.
Bakit?
Nina.
Hindi kasi ako nakapag-picture. Tapos, kasi nawala sa isip ko. Naisip ko talaga picture sa huli. Tapos, nagtanong si Mami Zoe. Panic yung utak ko.
Teacher Nina, nag-text po sa akin si Mami at Chansa po.
Oh.
Nagsasorry po. Wait, mabasahin ko na lang po. Nako, Teacher MC, please tell Teacher Nina I apologize kasi pagkalib ko ng breakout room, napunta ako sa meeting nila and I instantly pushed the leave meeting when Teacher Nina just said hi. Nahiya naman ako at hindi ako nakapag-hi and bye properly. Yun po.
Ang cute naman ni Mami. It's okay. It's okay. Walang problema. Pakisabi.
Hi, Maki.
Hi.
Oh, Kit is here.
Hi, Kit.
Hi, Kit.
Hi,
Kit.
Hi,
Sophia.
Kit, wala ka kanina sa classroom natin.
How are you, Maki?
Hi, Maki. Kit. Babalikan na tapos sa seryo.
Ngayon pa lang si Davao? Ngayon pa lang kayo, Alex?
I think.
Alright.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Kit.
See ya.
Hi,
Zen.
Hi, Kit.
Bye, bye.
Bye, Kit.
Bye. Hi, Kaizen.
Bye, Kit.
Bye, Sophia. Hi.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Anak.
Thank you
Bye.
also.
I'll see you on Monday.
Yes.
Bye, Sophia.
Bye, Sophia. We will see you on Monday.
Hey, Kaizen. Bye.
Kaizen, bye.
Charlotte, hi. Ayun po. Share ko na din po, Teacher Nina, yung mga concerns po nila kanina. May nag-suggest po na parent na kung pwede daw po mag-start early yung class para magkaroon pa rin po ng socialization yung mga kids sa ibang kids. Hindi po yung nag-start yung klase na klase agad or yung gagawin na agad ni teacher. So, nagre-request po sila na kahit 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes.
Actually, alam nyo, isa-suggest ko yan. Di ba yung mga ibang LM na students, meron kayong parang icebreaker, anong tawag doon? Or parang break?
Apdm. Po, icebreaker po. Yung 10 minutes na pagitan sa bawat subject.
Sa pagitan ng bawat subject. Pwede kayo mag-set na, okay, everyone, I will unmute all of you. I will give you a chance to talk with one another for 2 minutes. But after 2 minutes, I will mute everyone again. Pwede niyong ganun. So, para
icebreaker na lang po.
Mag-ingay sila kahit na hindi na sila magkarinigan, bahala na sila mag-usap-usap kung
Sa
paano.
sa break time po, pwede na sila mag-usap doon.
Yun.
While eating. Mas mahaba po yan, 20 minutes.
Oo. Huwag nyo nang yung mga higher LM, huwag nyo nang, kasi narinig ko, parang hindi ko maalala anong section to. Parang sabi ni teacher, you can turn off your video, you can mute yourself habang kumakain. Pwedeng encourage nyo na sila na, this is your time to chat. With your friends. Ayan, parang ganyan. Baka naman kasi iba ayaw naman kumain, ayaw mag-snack, eto, mag-chika-chika sila kung gusto nila.
Ito na lang din po, Teacher
Kahit
Nina.
anong chika nila dyan, walang magkakasakitan dyan. So,
Last na po, Teacher Nina. Sorry. Kasi parang napaka-importante din po kasi nabanggit po kanina, yung treating equally sa kids. Kasi may mga, hindi po nagbanggit ng teacher, pero may mga teacher daw po na kunwari po, ano yung tawag dito? Nag-mention ng name during mag-start yung klase po niya. Parang sabi na, parang, hi Nathan, ganun lang po. And then after sa ibang class, sa ibang kid naman po, oh, hi Chloe, how are you? Parang yung ibang kid daw, nababanggit na how are you? Parang nafe-feel tuloy daw nung kid na, ay bakit ako hindi tinanong ni teacher ng how are you? Parang ganun daw po.
Sige, well, totoo yan. At ano yan, reminder yan sa atin lahat. Kasi kahit ngayon, di ba, pag bumabalik sila dito, syempre kung sino yung mas kilala nyo na student, yung mas matagal nyo naging estudyante, yan ang mas nakakamusta. Pero totoo, it can have, kahit na wala namang mali siya sa atin yan. At,
ako din ganun, teacher.
Oo, kahit ako. Syempre, minsan hindi ko kasi familiar yung bata, hindi ko din alam ano nga ba tawag sa kanya kasi ang daming pangalan, hindi ko alam pangalan ba ng nanay niya ito, pangalan ba ito ng niya. So, lahat tayo, we have the tendency to be guilty of that. But yun nga, dapat may conscious, dapat aware tayo. Meron tayong mindfulness. Mga ganitong bagay na i-treat natin nga yung mga students natin as equally as possible. Kung kinamusta niyo yung isa, pwede rin naman kamustahin yung isa. O kung gusto niyo para hindi mahabang usapan, hi na lang po lahat. Diba?
Si Robby, si Ubeng, kasi Ubeng tawag namin ni Sida sa kanya. Kaya lang hindi ko po alam kung Ubeng din ba tawag sa kanya sa bahay. Kaya hindi ko siya matawag na Ubeng sa Robby na lang, Robert, Robby. Kasi po kami ni Sida, tawag namin sa kanya Ubeng. Tapos sanay po siya na Ubeng yung tawag sa kanya sa school. Kaya lang hindi po kami sanay. Baka sa bahay kasi si Ubeng.
Oo. Baka maano kayo. Sino yung estudyante na niloko mo dati? Si Casey?
Si Casey.
Casey. Ayan.
Karen Christian.
Teacher Nina?
Yes. Teacher Perpuse. Miss Perpuse.
Ayun po, yun nga po yung concern na yung dapat po i-acknowledge po lahat ng kids po na hindi lang po yung ibang kids po dapat tinatawag during classes po. Opo. Then, ayun po, dun sa mute and unmute po kasi may si Mami Villanueva po na nakapag-raise po ng concerns po na yun nga po na kapag if pwede lang daw po na kapag mag-mute na lang, yung mga prefect teacher po na mag-help na lang po na mag-mute all po doon sa mga students po na naka-unmute po. And kay Mami Akisha naman po, doon sa annotate, if pwede po sana daw na maano po yun, na ano ba to tawag dito? Parang siya lang po yung makakapag-ano. Kasi nung last time po, nung dry run daw po kasi na turn na daw po ni Akisha, tapos may bigla daw pong nag-annotate po doon. So tapos parang yung nag-whiteboard po, nag-annotate po doon, yun po yung nagkaroon po ng very good na kahit hindi naman po si Akisha yung gumawa nun.
Tapos yung kay Summer po, yung yung sinabi po na, kasi katulad po sabi po ni Mami na si Summer po, hindi daw po siya natatawag. Tapos although si Summer naman daw po, 4 months na daw po siyang marunong, gumagamit daw po ng online. So alam niya na daw po mag-unmute and mute. So yun, hindi daw po siya natatawag. Kung pwede daw po, yun nga, makikita ba daw po lahat ng ganun. Pero unexplain naman po namin sa kanila, yun nga po, yung help ng prefect po. Tapos make sure po namin na lahat po sila matatawag. Tapos yung katulad po sinabi ni Teacher Pen po na pwede po namin gawin po na if ever na para hindi po sila sabay-sabay magsagot po, yung parang isa lang po yung bigyan namin na permission, pero the rest po, they can use po yung mini board para sila po lahat dun po sinagot at malaman po namin yung sagot. Tapos yun po.
Sige. Okay. Teach prefect ha?
Prefect po. Opo.
Yeah. Janina, yung sa akin lang, si Estraves po. Parang kinlarify niya lang. Sabi niya, Mr. Perez, yun bang kapag nagpe-present ba kayo, hindi niyo nakikita yung buong yung mga students niyo, lahat ng students niyo. Sabi ko sa kanya, opo, sabi ko, opo, daddy, actually ganun po siya. Pero ang ginagawa po namin ngayon, sabi ko, gumagamit po kami ng 2 device para po kahit papaano, yung isa pong screen po namin ay nakikita din po yung mga students. Sabi ko po sa
Pero
kanya.
yung tinuro ko sa inyo, na pwede niyong i-resize, ginawa ko siya kanina.
Apo.
Tapos dun sa itong Zoom na, sayang, hindi ako nag-screenshot. Ano ba yan? Ay, gawin natin ngayon. Sige, para mapakita ko sa inyo anong itsura.
May share din po ako, teacher, na regarding sa Zoom.
Okay.
Na, kasi pag nagdi-discuss po ako, idadrag ko lang po yung makikita ko na po silang lahat habang nagpe-present po ako.
Ano yun?
Naka-gallery view, di ba, MC?
Wait, I'm not sure if, ano po kasi, yung sa black, may 3 pong choices yun, yung pinaka-minimize, pangalawang i-minimize, pangatlo na 2 rectangle, tapos yung
pero teacher, kapag marami kang student, teacher MC, minsan hindi din lalabas.
Opo, teach. Ililipat-lipat mo pa po. Medyo mahirap pag nililipat. Naglalag po dun. Nung Wednesday, teach, naglag yung laptop ko dahil naglilipat ako.
Oo.
Ikaw kumakain ng hotdog.
Alam ko nga kanina, asay ko, ano yung lumulutang na yun?
Hotdog. Nakakainis, Josephine, ha?
Ayan.
Opo,
Kasi,
game. Patry.
Ay. Iba,
May kita po nyo lahat pa rin.
Kain po.
Kain po. Teka.
Teacher Nina, alam mo, nakakalungkot na nakakatampo na nakakainis. Yung Ortega ba yun? Sino ba yun? Hindi umaattend pag may mga meeting.
Yung Ortega, hindi. Huwag ka na mag-expect doon.
Sino
Busy
ba
yun.
Nandun po ba yun ng nursery?
Ortega?
Wala naman. Kasi po yung teacher naniningil. Meron ka no. Iral ko daw po.
Meron pa isa Hawkins yata yun. Hawkins?
Teacher Jason. Teacher Jason, di umatid yung Hawkins.
Hindi yata umatid yung Hawkins. Yung nanay, nakumataray. Nakumataray yung nanay.
Yung Ortega at Hawkins, magkasama yan. Magkakilala yan last school yun.
Oo, mag-friends yun.
Alam nyo
Ganun
ba,
yun, oh.
teachers, nag-usap na kami ni Teacher Cha nung last school year pa.
Natatarayan niya pa ako.
Kanado.
Okay, pipicturean ko yung view ko para makita nyo.
Apo.
Tapos, ang kaya ay, ilan ba to? Kailangan nyo lang talaga siyang i-set up bago kayo magturo. Kasi pag hindi nyo siya na-set up ng maayos, medyo magulo din siya tingnan. Ang napansin ko, ang na-observe ko sa ginawa kong to, sa simula, nakakataranta siya. Kasi nakikita nyo lahat na nag-update. Pag may nag-chat, kapag may nag-join, tapos yung mga bata, nakikita nyo lahat. So medyo sa simula, matataranta ka. Pero makakasanayan din. Ang view ko, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 na tile ako. Tapos kita pa rin yung chat, kita din yung participants, tapos yung slide.
Same po.
Paano niyo po ginawa?
15 din po yung sa akin, 15 students.
15 lang yung students ko, kasya na yun, teacher Ninin sa akin.
Kasi
Jason.
sinend ko yun nung isang linggo pa, o this week. Ayan, sinend ko sa Viber.
Yes, yun po yung ginawa ko Thursday kasi na-share nyo na eh. Kasi yun yung comment, yun nangyari. Hindi ko natatawag yung iba kasi hindi ko sila nakikita.
Oo. Pero alam niyo yung isa pang
Paano yun, teacher Nina? Ba't ang galing?
Yung isa pang
Tawan mo ako paano gawin to, yung ginawa ni Teacher Nina.
Yung hindi natatawag, isa pang pwede niyong gawin dyan. Dapat
yung
lagi
tatlong
kayong may class list. Dapat lagi kayong may class list para
tapos yung makikita din dito.
Nagagawa ko rin po yung Teacher Nina.
Ayan. So, sanayan to. Pero, kung ganito, mas makikita niyo yung nangyayari sa classroom ninyo. Yun nga lang, kung prone ka sa taranta, sa simula, maninibago ka talaga.
Yun, add ko na din po, Teacher Nina, yung sa di po natatawag lahat. May nagsabi na parent na kahit hindi sila yung natawag na sasagot, as long as sumasagot po sila sa whiteboard, tapos nakikita na yung next question para, kunwari, tapos na nila yung first question, tapos hindi po siya natawag. So, pwede, yung nga po yung sinabi nyo na i-show na lang kay teacher. As long as daw po na na-acknowledge yung kid kahit hindi daw po siya yung sumagot.
Sige.
Yung kunwari,
So,
good job, reason for that. Parang ganun po.
Isi-synthesize ko yung feedback nyo na yan, ha? Sana, kapag ka may pa-board work kayo o may pa-recitation kayo, kahit na hindi naman nga, bukod doon sa tinawag nyo to recite, kung nakita nyo na nag-flash siya ng answer sa screen o sa camera niya, i-acknowledge pa rin natin. 'Di ba? So alam nyo na ngayon na concern pala siya ng maraming magulang na hindi natatawag di umano ang kanilang mga anak. Yan. So pwedeng syempre acknowledge natin na I see Allen writing on her whiteboard. Let's see if she can get the correct answer also. I can see Alex. She gave the right answer. Sige, that's good. Let's see Ken. Parang ganyan. So,
Kenneth si Kent po. Ay, joke.
Yun po yung isa sa ikikip po.
Pwede
Ikikip na ginawa
gawin nyo. Tapos yun nga, kung gusto nyo na sure kayong matatawag lahat ng bata para walang masabi, may class list kayo. So kapag natawag nyo na siya at na-acknowledge nyo na siya, i-check nyo na yung pangalan niya. Okay? Kapag kinontest ng magulang nun, hindi mo tinatawag yung anak ko, lagi yung bata na to, ganyan-ganyan. Ay, mami, panoorin po natin yung recording ng session po natin para po ma-review natin na nabibigyan naman po ng opportunity lahat ng bata maka-answer. Yan. So, yun yung mga paraan. Pero kasi, nga naman, kung kunwari guilty tayo na hindi natin natawag yung bata, siguro naman, kung hindi mo matawag yung isang bata sa isang araw, hindi naman siguro malaking kasalanan yon. Pero kung isang linggo mo nang hindi na-acknowledge yung bata at present naman yung bata, may karapatan na yung magulang na talagang mag-complain din naman, di ba? At lalo na, may resibo tayo kasi nagre-recording kayo ng mga session ninyo. So, mare-review yan ng parents. So, you always have to be, again, mindful of our tasks as teachers na sana nga mabigyan ng opportunity, if not all the students, most of our students every session. Okay? Yan. Sige. Yes, Teacher Ayan.
Kanina po, ni-raise po ng concern ni Mami kay Ganilla yung sinabi niyo po before yung feedback niyo po, yung sa earphone po,